When starting a new game, Metal Gear Solid Delta will ask which game in the series you like. This adds different additional gear for Snake at the start of the Virtuous mission. Most of these do as promised, with a big exception for those who choose Metal Gear Solid 2, as originally, Kojima added a bit of a meme for those who liked the second game in the series. After Snake lands and removes his army helmet, he will be wearing a Mask of Raiden. This was a troll move by Kojima due to the backlash Raiden received after the release of Sons of Liberty. After wandering around for a minute, Snake will get a codec call and then remove the mask, showing that it really is Snake that we are playing as this time.
Do you copy? You're already in enemy territory, and somebody might be listening in. From here on out, we'll be using code names to refer to each other. Your code name for this mission will be Naked Snake. I'll be referring to you as Snake from now on. You're not to mention your real name.
Snake?
What, you don't like snakes?
What do you mean?
Well, you've eaten one before, haven't you?
In survival training.
I'm glad to hear that.
I don't know if I'd ever order one in a restaurant, but...
Be careful, you might not have a choice.
What about you, Major? What should I call you?
Let's see. I'll be Tom. Call me Major Tom. Oh, and Snake.
Yeah.
The crew isn't watching anymore. You can take off the disguise now.
Good idea. This isn't right. Time for the snake to shed his skin. Can you hear me, Major Tom? This is Snake. Kept you waiting, huh?
This will be a sneaking mission. You must not be seen by the enemy. You must leave no trace of your presence. Is that clear?
It's worth noting that there are no visual changes, similar to those seen with the Raiden mask, in any of the other choices. This includes MGS1, where, in the original, Snake appears clean-shaven. When going through the introduction cutscene, we can spot a few interesting things that you may miss if you don't keep your eyes peeled. We can see paint representing the Japanese flag just above the flag of the United States on the tail of the aircraft. This is likely a nod to the game being developed in Japan. Snake's helmet gives a shout out to the game we are playing by having the text Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater written on it. And finally, after Snake deploys his parachute, we can use one of the best features in Snake Eater, which is switching to his point of view. If we look up, we can see the Foxhound logo printed on the bottom. Snake's codec is a critical part of the mission in Snake Eater and can be used to get intel from various allies monitoring his progress. However, when low on stamina, it can help Snake relax. We can tune into multiple radio frequencies that will play songs over the codec. This is called the healing radio. Each frequency is different based on difficulty and will only work once when it comes to actually replenishing Snake's stamina, but the tunes are bangers. If we go into the survival viewer and go further into the model viewer, we can get a good look at Snake and his condition during the mission. We can even zoom in and out and move Snake in a circle to see all angles. However, if we abuse this and spin Snake quickly a few times, then when we return to the game, Snake will throw up and lose a quarter of his stamina. Something else to note here is that if Snake's stamina falls below 50%, his stomach will begin to growl, and this can alert enemies and wildlife alike. So it's best to give him something to eat if you hit this condition.
I want some more.
We can change Snake's camo quickly by holding up on the D-pad and choosing between our previously used outfits. When wandering the jungle, you can shoot various plant life to add to your food items.
Disgusting.
This includes fruit hanging from trees.
Not so great.
If one of the crocodiles has their mouth open, Snake can throw a grenade inside, making the animal confused before ultimately being taken out by the explosion from within. If Snake is walking through dirty water or mud, his camo will become messy and sometimes even gather loose terrain like pebbles and leaves. If you find yourself swarmed by hornets, Snake can use his knife to disperse them. Once Snake gets to the rope bridge, a cutscene will play, and if you use the first-person view option, you can see a hornet's nest, and Snake will smile. This is a hint that we can shoot the nest, causing it to fall and the hornets to attack the nearby guard. Doing this will cause all the guards in the area to flee. At the rope bridge, Snake can shoot and slash the ropes, causing them to break. This will make the bridge much harder to cross. After crossing the rope bridge, Snake can follow this path on the cliff's edge and find the XM16E1 assault rifle, as well as some pentazamine. Wearing the Rykov mask and calling Major Zero outside of Sokolov's cell will trigger some unique dialogue about Sokolov's opinion of the disguise, likely due to Rykov himself, who we will meet later. We won't be able to rescue Sokolov with the mask equipped.
Snake, when you meet Sokolov, don't go in wearing that mask.
Why?
He won't like it.
Won't like it?
No.
Why not?
Just trust me, he won't.
Yeah.
You'll need Sokolov's full cooperation to complete this mission successfully. Don't do anything to make him lose confidence in you. When you go in to meet Sokolov, make sure you remove your disguise. Got it?
Though Sokolov doesn't seem to have the same problem with the croc costume.
You must be Sokolov.
Are you one of Volgin's men? You'll never get it from me.
No. I'm a CIA agent. I've come to escort you back to the other side of the Iron Curtain.
Snake can harass Sokolov before we meet up with him by knocking below his window or throwing things like wild animals into his room. However, if we throw something lethal his way, it will cause a time paradox.
Snake, you
can't do that. The future will be changed. You'll create a time paradox.
Snake can push the barrels near Sokolov's cell and shoot them to make them explode. Shooting the blue exclamation mark above the guard's head when they notice you will cause them to be dazed, allowing Snake to get some CQC in. We meet Ocelot after rescuing Sokolov, and after a bit of back and forth, Snake is able to subdue him.
You filthy American dog!
But that was some fancy shooting. You're pretty good.
Pretty good.
Once we have control of Snake again, we can gather a mousetrap useful for catching live animals by picking up Ocelot and dropping him, which is a good way to get loot during our mission from any guards we take down. If we decide to take matters into our own hands and kill Major Ocelot, it will cause a time paradox, as the Metal Gear Solid timeline depends on him to continue. We hear the familiar voice of Colonel Campbell, and the Ocelot is dead text slowly reforms to say time paradox.
You've created a time paradox. Snake, you can't go changing the future like that.
After a rendezvous with Sokolov and starting our journey back across the rope bridge, we run into the boss, who reveals she's defecting to the Soviet Union. During this cutscene, we meet the majority of the cast and characters we will be dealing with throughout our mission. It will start to rain blood, and a spirit will be revealed standing next to the boss. This is the Sorrow, and he was killed on this very bridge a couple of years back. Boss will throw Snake from the bridge after knocking the wind out of him, sending Snake into the jet stream of the river. After the ordeal, Snake will wake up on the shore of the river badly injured, but if we keep our eyes peeled, we can see that we're not alone. The skeleton of the Sorrow can be seen with the new camera system in Delta. However, we can get a better look at him the old-fashioned way, during the cutscene by going into the first-person view and looking to the left. During the introduction cutscene, we can have a bit of fun while we watch. Clicking the analog sticks will cause different objects to appear on screen and change the language of the credits respectively. These objects can be zoomed in on and sped up by using the trigger buttons and moving the sticks around. Using the D-pad will change the screen filter and give a whole new look to the intro. This kind of thing doesn't stop here though, as if we are on the start menu, playing with the same buttons will change the wind speed and direction, change the filter on the screen, or pause and speed up the camera movement. When heading back into the mission in the drone, we can go into first-person view during the cutscene, and if we look up, we can see a poster of Yumi Kikuchi, a Japanese singer, actress, and model who is a friend of the series creator, Hideo Kojima. If we call Sigint while wearing the naked camouflage, it will lead to some funny dialogue between him and Snake.
Snake, what's up? Why are you naked? I know there's a naked option under uniform that lets you take off the upper part of your uniform, but without a shirt on, your camouflage sucks, and your stamina goes down faster. You don't get any advantages whatsoever.
Sure there are.
Like what?
It feels good.
Man, you do whatever you want.
I will, thanks. Just one question, though.
What?
Is there a way to take off my pants?
Say what?
My pants, can I?
Oh, hell no! This Fox unit is a nut fest.
When we come back to the rope bridge, the gear under it has changed, and we can collect the raindrop camo here. At the facility where Ocelot was subdued, we can find a few items when we return, like the AK-47, the thermal goggles, the mine detector, and a cardboard box. If we call Sigint while using the box, we can get some more funny dialogue.
Snake, what are you doing?
I'm in a box.
A cardboard box? Why are you...
I don't know, I was just looking at it, and suddenly I got this irresistible urge to get inside. No, not just an urge. More than that. It was my destiny to be here. In the box.
Destiny?
Yeah, and then when I put it on, I suddenly got this feeling of inner peace. I can't put it into words. I feel safe. Like this is where I was meant to be. Like I'd found the key to true happiness.
Uh-huh.
Does any of that make sense?
Not even a little.
You should come inside the box. Then you'll know what I mean.
Man, I don't want to know what you mean. Between you and paramedic, is everyone but me that is hooked up with a Major Strange? Yeah, well, anyway, I suppose even that dumbass box might make a decent disguise if you wear it inside a building.
We can also find the zombie face paint behind the facility. If you come to this area of the map at the swamp, we can find a climbable tree. If we follow the rope and drop down to the lower one, we can shimmy over to a ledge where Snake can find the croc cap. This hat can confuse animals and guards into thinking Snake is a crocodile while he's inside the water, and dogs won't want anything to do with Snake while he's wearing it. They won't attack, but they will get pretty vocal. While wearing the croc cap, we can get some good dialogue with Zero and Paramedic.
Snake, what in God's name?
How does it look?
It looks cool.
Huh?
It looks cool on you.
It does?
Yeah.
I don't think cool is the right word.
Why? What's wrong with it?
What's wrong? Don't you think it looks silly? Doesn't it make you laugh? Aren't you going to ask me what the hell I was thinking?
No.
Oh.
I think it really does look good. It reminds me of the alligator people.
Oh, the... what?
The Alligator People. It's a science fiction movie. You've never heard of it?
No.
Oh, well, you should see it sometime. It's about this guy who gets hurt in a car accident and tries to heal his wounds by injecting himself with a crocodile serum, but then his head turns into a crocodile head. You look just like him with the mask on. That's awesome!
Right.
Huh?
Oh, never mind. I suppose you might be able to disguise yourself as a crocodile by wearing that cap and sticking your head out of the water.
Snake can swim pretty much undetected under the water past the hovercraft guards by using the croc cap, and with the whole costume, he will move much faster too. When entering a minefield, Snake can crawl on the ground and prevent setting them off, and crawling over them will pick them up and add them to his inventory. If you have food in your inventory, Snake can throw it to the dogs that are on patrol, and they will begin eating it, which makes for a good distraction when sneaking by them. If you shoot the limbs of a guard, they will become injured, and this weakens them on the field.
Freeze.
Once the alert phase is over, the injured guard will start to treat their wounds, and after this, they will act normally again. If Snake holds up a guard but has no ammo in his weapon, the guards will go on alert after hearing the gun click.
No, wait! Who's that?
When Snake heals an injury, the overall life meter increases. Snake can find reels on various guards that will unlock secret theater videos. Holding up these soldiers and aiming at their heads will trigger them to shake the containers out of their inventory.
Freeze. Don't shoot!
Just before the base with a helicopter, we can find the splitter camo on this ledge. At Bolshia past base, we can find the water camo on top of this roof and the snow face paint in the trenches. Snake can use the mounted gun to destroy the helicopter at the base. If we do this, the Hind will be replaced by guards on hovercrafts in the mountains.
Enemy sighted. Requesting backup.
During the fight with Ocelot, there are a few things to notice and a couple of different ways to mess with him. First, his Ocelot unit is invincible, and shooting them will only waste ammunition. Shooting the Markhor behind Ocelot will piss him off. Knocking down the Hornet's Nest will also bug the Major and distract him for a second, leaving him open to attacks.
Damn it! Get away from me!
Throwing a snake at Ocelot will distract him and cause him to stomp on it. Hitting him with it will cause a little damage. Using the fake death pill here will trick Ocelot into thinking Snake is finished, but if we continue to use the trick, Ocelot will laugh at Snake and taunt him to get back into the fight.
You making fun of me? Quit messing around. Fight like you mean it. You making fun of me?
What are you trying to pull?
If we drain Ocelot's stamina instead of his health, Snake will be rewarded with the animal's camo once he jumps into the cave. After entering the cave, it will be pretty much pitch black inside. However, if we wait a few minutes, Snake's eyes will adjust to the darkness, and we will be able to see much better while navigating this labyrinth. When inside the cave, if the bats start flying around, Snake can ping the active sonar, and the bats will return to their original position. When fighting the pain, there are a couple of things we can do, with the first being throwing a hornet's nest on the ground. The pain's hornets will be drawn to it, and after a couple of seconds, the nest will turn into a new item, the Pain's Hornet Nest. And eating this will recover an excellent amount of stamina.
want some more.
If one of the Payne's hornets gets stuck in Snake, it will increase the red injury meter until it is fixed. Draining the Payne's stamina will reward Snake with the Hornet Stripe camo. If Snake is wearing white and a hornet's nest falls, they will not attack him. On the other hand, if Snake is wearing black, they will attack him more aggressively. If we grab the SVD early by heading to this location and then going inside the warehouse, after the cutscene in the next area, Snake will be able to snipe the end while he's being rolled away. If we just injure him, he will have less health during the upcoming boss battle, but if we take him out completely, he will be replaced with the Ocelot unit. This will also be acknowledged by Zero in a codec call.
Snake, did you kill another one of the Cobras?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was the end. Good work. Now you won't have to deal with him later.
I guess so.
What's wrong?
It's nothing.
Surely you're not going to tell me you wanted to test your skills against a legendary sniper that even the boss respected. Snake, this isn't a contest or sport. This is war. The only thing you should be thinking about is carrying out your mission.
Yeah, I know.
Sometimes, when healing and eating animals, a short cutscene will play showing Snake doing these actions, with one of the rarest being a bullet removal, as you have to get shot in a pretty precise place to trigger the scene. When in stalking mode, when Snake is next to a trap, an exclamation mark will appear above his head. We can find the remains of a couple of escaped scientists outside of the lab. They were trying to flee when they got caught by the traps littering the area. After finding one, we can get this dialogue from Major Zero.
Major, I found a...
I know. It's probably a scientist who fled from the lab. I'd wager that the traps in those woods are set up more to deal with would-be escapees than to keep intruders out.
Outside of the lab, we have to knock on the door to be let in by one of the guards. If Snake is continuously knocking, despite the guard's acknowledgement, the guard will get annoyed and kick open the door, knocking Snake down in the process.
Huh? Okay, just a second. Huh?
Snake can throw poisonous animals at guards, which will cause them to contract the poison and eventually kill them. However, this does not count as a kill to your kill count.
Huh? Who's that?
If you get caught outside the lab dressed as a scientist, the guards will move you into the cell in the basement of the lab.
There's no way out of here. Get back to the lab.
Granini Gorky Lab has a few things that we can find if we look around a bit, the first of which are the various magazines that we can find lying around on desks and tables throughout the facility. These are real-world magazines that feature articles about Metal Gear Solid 3, and shooting at the cover will open the magazine, and doing so again will show us the back cover. Heading into the base through this vent will lead us to the Oyama face paint. We can find a few more posters of models hanging in the lab. This time it's Haruna Yabuki hanging in a jail cell, Mama Yamasaki, who is featured next to a window, and Rion Kadena showcased in a lounge room above a couch. If we blow up the ammunition storage building just outside the lab with TNT, the guards in the area will become low on ammo and will not be able to use their guns as much. Inside, if we do the same with the pantry, the guards and the scientists will complain about being hungry and have very low stamina while we are here. If we head into the bathroom, Snake can kick down the door of the final stall, which will reveal the fly camo, which attracts flies while wearing it, but it stinks so bad that the guards hesitate to engage with you. If Snake waves the handkerchief around too much, he will knock himself out for a couple of seconds. Wearing the croc cap with the scientist outfit in front of the guards will cause them to question you and swipe the hat from Snake's head. Shooting the door before meeting Gronin will cause him to shout at Snake.
Quiet. Stop that racket. Quiet.
During the cutscene, we can see a few miniature models around the office. First we see Jihadi from Zone of the Enders, another Hideo Kojima game. When we get the chance to go into first person, we can get a good look at Metal Gear Ray from Sons of Liberty and Metal Gear Rex from the first Metal Gear Solid. After the scene, if Snake knocks on the door, it will annoy Gronin.
I have nothing more to say to you. Get out of here.
During the fight with the Fear, we can use thermal goggles to see him at all times. Shooting poisonous animals will cause the Fear to try to eat them when his stamina is low. This is how we defeat him non-lethally, and by doing so, we are rewarded with the spider camo. When we are in this map area, we can catch a Tsuchinoku, a legendary cryptid from Japanese folklore. Keeping this in your inventory until the end of the game will unlock the Infinity Face Paint, which grants infinite ammo. Calling paramedic shows how exciting this snake really is.
Snake, you caught a Tsuchinoko.
What? Is it true, Snake?
Yeah.
Way to go, my man! You really are the boss's apprentice.
Yes, it looks like sending you in was worth it after all. Hurry up and finish your mission and then bring it back to us. Under no circumstances are you to eat it, is that clear?
That's damn good.
Snake can interrogate guards and get various bits of info about the surrounding area. The soldiers will also give out radio frequencies that can have a few different effects, like calling in fire support.
Speak. Fire support request 144.93.
This is Patrol, requesting fire support. Over.
Understood, Patrol. Commencing fire support. As per standard operating procedure, this frequency will no longer be used. Out.
There is also a frequency for calling off the alert status while in caution.
Request to call off alert 148.87.
This is Patrol. The area is clear. Recommend discontinuing the state of alert. Over.
Understood, Patrol. Backup units will be withdrawn. As per standard operating procedure, this frequency will no longer be used. Out.
When fighting the End, there are a ton of different things we can do. First, his parrot can be seen right next to Snake at the beginning of the battle. If we kill it, the End will become more aggressive. However, if we capture the bird alive and release it during the fight, the parrot will lead us to where the End is hiding, along with giving audio alerts throughout the sniper battle. If Snake manages to sneak up on the End, he can be held up, and after Snake aims at his head a couple of times, the End will drop the moss camo. Using this in the area will result in a 100% camo index.
Freeze! How did you? I don't think so. I don't think so. Fine. Have this.
If we save during the fight, Paramedic will question if it's a good idea.
Snake, you want to save?
Yeah.
You might not want to.
Why wouldn't I?
Well, it just feels like something bad could happen.
It's just your imagination.
I hope so. Make sure you come back as soon as you can.
Coming back after a few days, we will see a cutscene of the End taking a sleeping Snake back to a cell in Gorky.
You disappoint me, young Snake. The moment you close your eyes on the battlefield is the moment you never open them again. That's why I don't sleep here.
However, if we come back after a week or more, the End will have died waiting for Snake to fight him.
Drop your weapon. Drop your weapon! Major, I found the End. He's dead.
What the hell happened?
Maybe it was from old age.
You mean he kicked the bucket in the middle of a battle?
Maybe.
Well, Snake, the victory is yours.
No, I don't think so.
What do you mean?
It was his dying wish to fight me, but I disappointed him.
Snake, listen to yourself. This is a mission. It's not a game, it's not a sport. You think you're competing for the gold at Tokyo or something?
I guess you're right.
Just focus on completing the mission.
Yes, sir.
Grandpa!
Once the battle is over, if the bird is kept alive, we can see it reunite with the End to send him off. If the parrot is killed or eaten during the fight, its spirit will appear in the place of the living bird. Using a non-lethal approach with the End results in getting the most in Nagant, a non-lethal sniper rifle that will put enemies to sleep. In the mountains, if we kill a guard next to a vulture, the bird will begin feeding on the corpse. If we kill the vulture and eat it after this, we can get a dark exchange with paramedic.
I see you've captured a white-rumped vulture. The white-rumped vulture is a type of vulture found in India. Its diet consists mostly of dead animal carcasses. I don't think it'll attack you, but it's a fairly large bird of prey, so you probably won't be able to capture it alive using the tranquilizer gun.
Got it.
But there is something here that's bothering me.
What is it?
They say the white-rumped vulture doesn't just eat animal carcasses. It eats human ones as well.
Is that so?
Yeah. So then if a person eats a white-rumped vulture, does that mean he's eating human meat too? What do you think?
Yeah, you had to tell me that after I ate one.
If Snake hasn't picked up the night vision goggles by the time we meet Eva in the mountains, she will give them to him there.
It's about to start, and it looks like someone might be coming to spoil the party.
Khrushchev?
His forces are on their way here. The colonel is gathering his troops together to meet them. If we don't get a move on, the security will be even tighter than it is now. You'll need this key. It unlocks the door to the underground tunnel. Once you're in there, you can follow the tunnel to get inside Groznygrad. Better take these too. They should come in handy.
When we are overlooking Groznygrad, we can see a few hidden first-person shots during the cutscene. First, we can see the sorrow as the boss is riding away on her horse.
The philosopher's legacy.
Impossible. The legacy,
Then they're out to kill me as well. Colonel, tighten the security on this place. He's coming here, I'm sure of it. I'm gonna get the Davy Crockett.
After that, we can see Tatiana give Ocelot his signature hand gesture.
Nice boots. Make sure you polish them up properly.
When approaching the Fury, we can see a couple of unique cutscenes. First, if we have the torch equipped, Snake will be using it during the scene. This is also the case with the night vision goggles.
Fury! The flames of my rage will incinerate you. I came back from space. As I returned, I had one vision. The world set ablaze. And do you know what I saw there? Fury! A great and terrible fury at being alive. Now, you're going to feel the scorching heat of that horrible blackness.
While fighting the Fury, we can shoot the pipes above Snake, which will cause them to spray water and extinguish the fires within the area. Using a non-lethal approach on the Fury will result in getting the fire camo. If we sneak up behind a guard while holding a torch, it will catch them on fire. When inside the base, if we have a live animal, such as a snake, in our backpack, setting it on the ground next to a locked door will open the door. If we approach Rykov with a mask resembling his face equipped, he will have an interesting reaction.
Hey!
Interrogating Rykov will lead him to saying things that reference Metal Gear Solid 2.
Speak. Water. The Colonel is weak against water. Speak. The Colonel. He has trouble with bright mushrooms. Speak. Speak. April 30th. Speak. We'll tell them everything. Together. Speak. Today is the day I met you. Speak. No, never heard the name before.
Once we knock out Rykov, the locker we put him in has a poster of Raiden from Metal Gear Solid 2, who is the inspiration behind the appearance of Rykov. When at Grozny Grad dressed as Rykov, Snake will have access to all of the rooms in the facility. Heading into the previously locked door here, we can find the Scorpion. When speaking to Sokolov, we can see this code. This is a radio frequency that will unlock the cell door when Snake is locked up. During the capture scene, we can see a hidden first-person view of the boss giving Ocelot his signature hand gesture. After, we can see the sorrow behind the boss holding up the same radio number.
Run!
Once we are in the cell, if we save the game and reload it, we will find ourselves in a much different scenario. This is Snake's nightmare, which is sparked by his fear of Dracula and is technically known as Guy Savage. After a brief battle in the cemetery, one of the vampires will attack and Snake will wake up in a panic. Calling people on the radio will lead to some unique conversations.
Snake, what happened?
Major, what year is this?
Beg your pardon?
Where am I?
It's 1964. You're in a cell in Groznygrad. What did they do, Snake? Make you drink an entire keg of vodka?
No.
You know, I hear they've got 98 proof vodka in the East. Back in England, we don't call stuff like that fine spirit. We call it sulfuric acid. Imagine, if you will, your internal organs being slowly eaten away as smoke pours out of your mouth. Really, Snake, you shouldn't be touching that.
Was it a dream?
A dream? Well, how nice. And here I thought I sat up all night worrying about you for nothing.
It was almost real. I was holding this sword in my hand.
Snake, are you okay? You're not going loony on me, are you?
Not at all. I'll make it back no matter how much of that sulfuric acid they make me drink.
Good show. I'm sure you'll find a way out of there.
Yeah. Dream a little dream of your own while you wait for word from me.
Snake, what happened?
What do you think?
Are you not feeling well?
No, I'm feeling fine. I had the most amazing dream thanks to you.
Ah, you didn't really dream about Drac.
Don't say it. The last thing I need is a double feature. It was surreal. I was being attacked by a horde of weird human-like monsters. What's wrong with me?
It must be a form of persecution complex, probably triggered by extreme stress. The external stimulus of the room is...
I've got a different theory. I think it was caused by your pillow talk.
But I didn't... I'm sorry, Snake. I didn't know you were that sensitive to it. I mean, who'd have thought Drac... Sorry, that just slipped out, I swear. Come on, Snake, don't be mad at me.
All right, I forgive you.
Really?
Yeah.
Good, I'm glad. Snake, there must be a way out of there. Don't get discouraged. You'll find it.
I intend to.
Snake?
Eva, do they drug the prisoners here with hallucinogens?
I don't think that's their style. Why?
I had a pretty bad dream.
A dream?
This monster that I'd never seen before was coming at me with a knife. And I wasn't me, I was something else.
That doesn't surprise me. You're in a mild state of shock from all the pain and exhaustion you're going through.
Ah.
Maybe one day you'll learn to stop hiding yourself.
What do you mean?
I know how you feel, Snake. I'm a spy too. You don't realize it, but the fake you is eating away at the real you. The person you're pretending to be is becoming the person you are. And the real you is screaming out from somewhere deep inside. That's what you saw in your dream.
Maybe so.
I'd sing you a lullaby or something, but unfortunately I don't know any. So pick your favorite song, and I'll sing it for you in your head.
Any song?
And you can have as many encores as you want.
Sounds fun.
It's a deal then. I'm sure you'll find a way to escape. Good luck.
Thanks.
Snake, you okay?
Yeah, I had a terrible dream.
No kidding. What happened?
I don't want to think about it. There was this monster that looked human.
At least it was just a dream. It's all over when you wake up.
True.
When you think about it, the fact that you can imagine a situation worse than the one you're in now means life can't be all that bad.
I sure hope so.
Well, let me tell you about the absolute worst, most sickening nightmare I ever had. This isn't one for the kids. Okay, so there's this big pile of crap, right? It's shaped like a giant tank, and it's walking around on two legs, going on a rampage and stomping on people and houses and stuff. And this giant turd is carrying the nastiest missiles you ever saw. Like, whenever it launches one of its turd missiles, whatever it hits, people, trees, buildings, turns into crap. My hometown, my old school, my family, my girlfriend, old man John, everything in that turd's path turned into crap.
That's pretty sick, man.
Good thing it was just a dream, huh?
Yes, that's a good thing.
You feeling better now?
Yeah.
Good. Then let's get down to business. You see, Snake, people are just turd sacks, and they're full of holes. Fill them up with water, and it's gotta come out from somewhere. Okay, maybe that was a bad example. What I'm trying to say is, no matter what the situation, there's always a way out. Don't throw in the towel yet. Clear your mind. Think it through. Assess the situation. You'll find a way to escape.
Got it.
Don't let my nightmare come true.
Right.
While in the cell, the guard, Johnny, may get sick and run to the bathroom, which leads to some less than pleasant audio.
It's coming out. Here it comes. Still going. Wow. I didn't think that was possible. That's a record. Ugh. Will this even flush? Oh, jeez.
If we give the food back to Johnny that he delivers to Snake 3 times, it will trigger a unique cutscene.
Huh? Well, it's your loss.
Hey, you're not such a bad guy after all. I guess not all Americans are dogs.
You mean it?
Yeah. You know, before the war started, I used to live in America. I even had a wife and a kid.
You must be pretty lonely.
Yeah, I am pretty lonely. Really lonely.
What's your kid's name?
Johnny.
Johnny. Nice ring to it.
Really? You like it? Well, if you say so, I'll believe you. Actually, my name is Johnny too. All the firstborn sons in my family are called Johnny. My dad's a Johnny, and my son's son will probably be a Johnny too.
A whole clan of Johnnies.
Why do we have a Cold War anyway? Our two countries used to be such good friends.
Yeah, I hear you.
I just want to see my family again.
Must be rough.
Yeah. Not as rough as you have it, though. Here. I filched them from your equipment when the Colonel wasn't looking. It's the least I can do. Well?
Don't suppose you could let me out of here?
Huh? I can't do that. Hey, don't you go getting any funny ideas. If you try to escape, I'll have to shoot you. I've said too much. I gotta go.
Don't forget to grab the camera on your way out. If we call someone on the radio a few times, we will get more information about them on the profile readout. This is particularly interesting with Paramedic, as we can see her pushing somebody in a wheelchair in her bonus photo, and many believe that this man is Skullface, who would become the antagonist of Metal Gear Solid 5. During the Sorrow scene, if Snake has killed a lot of NPCs, they will appear here, meaning it will take longer the more kills you have. We can find some unique characters here, as the guard who was killed in the mountains, whom the vulture fed on, can be found here. We can also find General Rykov if you took him out. Once we reach the end of the battle, we touch the Sorrow skeleton, and Snake will die. Taking the revival pill will end this sequence and reward Snake with the spirit camo. Once we are back among the living, we can use the first-person view to see the Sorrow watching over Snake. Whew. If we leave the transmitter that Ocelot placed in Snake's body, the Ocelot unit will be looking for Snake in the area around the waterfall. If we leave one of these soldiers alive and awake, we can hear Eva taking care of them on the way in.
Nice to meet you, Snake.
Leaving the transmitter in also results in a humorous cutscene involving Eva removing it from Snake.
Snake, come here for a minute. There's something in here. It's so hard.
Oh. When did it get like that?
Hold still. Let me do it.
You know, I've been trained to do this kind of thing myself.
Just relax and let me handle it.
Okay.
I can't believe how small it is.
Yeah, but it gets the job done.
Really? Here, lift up your hips.
Like this?
Yeah. How's that?
You're pretty good at that.
Yeah, everybody tells me that. Hold steady, I'm not done yet. There, a transmitter.
Is that how they do it in the KGB?
Sometimes. Would you rather I did it American style?
But how'd you know there was a transmitter lodged there? That's some female intuition you've got.
If Snake has previously caught a Tsuchinoko, it won't be in our inventory when Eva gives Snake his gear back. However, if one has been caught during the mission, we can find another slinking around a log just outside of the waterfall. Back in Groznygrad, if we head back to where we stashed Rykov, in the second locker from the left in the row closest to the window, we can find the maintenance uniform, which will help in the weapons lab. The cardboard boxes may be fun to hide in, but they can also be used for a form of fast travel. Entering the back of a truck and hiding in a box will see it get delivered to the area it's marked as, making this a great way to get into the weapons lab.
The main wing hangar, huh?
If we take out the maintenance workers around the Shagohod, the metal beast will start with a bit less HP when we end up fighting it. After losing his eye, when Snake puts on the Rykov mask, it will reflect his new appearance. Leading up to the fight with Volgin, we can see the Sorrow holding up a counter showing how many minutes are left until the explosives go off. While fighting Volgin, there are a few ways to distract him, like wearing the Rykov mask. We can also throw glow caps on the ground, which will conduct the electricity produced by Volgin during his attacks. Volgin has a strange reaction to a tree frog being thrown into the arena. Volgin will say, "Kuwabara, Kuwabara." The Japanese use this phrase to ward off bad luck, much like the English saying "knock on wood." This particular phrasing translates to mulberry field. Since the phrase is used to ward off lightning, it is said that lightning never strikes the mulberry field, likely repeating it to add more effectiveness to the superstition. While fighting with Volgin, Snake can shoot the pipes above the arena, and the water will distract Volgin when he makes contact with it. Defeating Volgin non-lethally will reward Snake with the Cold War camo. We can see the Sorrow behind Eva in a hidden first-person view scene.
Fried by a bolt of lightning. A fitting end. It's finally over.
While escorting Eva, we can take a look at her medical history and see a few unique things, one of which is a breast enhancement. We can also take a look at her food history and see that she has eaten a Tsuchinoku with shark fin soup. As with Snake, if we spin Eva, she will throw up. Eva has some humorous reactions to Snake hiding inside of a cardboard box or when he is wearing the croc cap.
Do you have a death wish? Come on, get serious. What do you think you're doing? Do you know what you're doing?
Using the fake death pill more than once will cause Eva to have a unique reaction.
You're alive? Stop messing around and get up.
If we put Eva to sleep, she will say some very interesting things while she is out.
I want some instant noodles. Yeah, right there. No snake. That's so good. Yeah, right there. Oh, boss, that feels so good. Right there. Fido, that feels so good.
If we approach the boss with a book in our hand during the fight, she will be disappointed in Snake.
Brace yourself. What's this for? Are you out of your mind? I'm disappointed.
The CQC animations have received a significant overhaul from the original Snake Eater. This goes for during the operation, but really shows in the fight with the boss.
Time to play rough. Pathetic. Let's see what you're made of. Excellent, Jack.
If Snake is defeated in this battle, we will see the Snake is dead screen, and the boss will trace the scar on her abdomen.
Snake, answer me! Snake! Snake!
During the fight with the boss, if we put on the croc cap, she will be surprised at Snake.
Where did you go? What's this for? Are you out of your mind? Get ready!
While we are engaged in battle, if we look next to the 3 big logs lying around the field, we can find 3 white snakes, named Solid, Liquid, and Solidus. This, of course, is a reference to the clones of the snake that we have been following in Snake Eater, who, after this fight, will become Big Boss. Taking a non-lethal approach towards the boss will reward Snake with the Snake camo. Ocelot will board the plane when Snake and Eva are escaping the area and start a duel with Snake. There are 3 outcomes to this encounter: firing at Ocelot, purposefully missing Ocelot, and, most interestingly, letting Ocelot shoot Snake. After, he will tell Snake that the gun had blanks in it and give Snake the single action army that can now be used in New Game Plus.
It's a blank. Oh, that was fun. Till we meet again, John.
That is not the last time we see Ocelot, however, as when President Johnson is giving the title of Big Boss to Snake, we can see Ocelot peeking through the window and giving us his signature hand gesture.
You are above even the boss. I hereby award you the title of Big Boss. You are a true patriot.
Now that we have the single action army, we can do tricks with the gun, and Ocelot won't be impressed.
I felt that. Ah! Quit fooling around! Oh, get away!
During the fight with Ocelot, approaching the cliff's edge will trigger a duel. If we shoot the Major's hat, it will distract him.
Yes! It's the heart of a demon. Hat! Damn! I'll back you up. Fire! Stay out of this. Sorry, sir.
Metal Gear Solid Delta, Snake Eater, has two style modes, Legacy and New. While one of the biggest and most notable differences between the two is the control layout, Legacy holding on to most of the classic PS2 controls, and New modernizing the feel, we can also see that we have the static camera in Legacy, and we can't move while in first person. But the New style hosts a camera positioned right behind Snake, and of course, we can move in first person now. But I want to talk about just a few differences between Legacy style and New style that you may notice while going through the game. Usually the start screen will show a scene from the jungle that Snake is partaking in Operation Snake Eater in. However, if we start a Legacy game, the start screen will change to one that's almost identical to the classic Snake Eater appearance. Upon completing the game, we will see the field the boss fight was hosted in, and the music will be replaced with an instrumental version of the Snake Eater theme. This same thing happens with the intro, as we will get the classic Snake Eater introduction with the original theme, as the new theme has been re-recorded by Cynthia Harrell, reprising her role more than 20 years after the PS2 release. During the end fight, like the original release, if we put in the Konami code, it will show the location the end is camping in when playing on Legacy style. With the new style, this won't work, and the end will have a message for you, the player.
Fight like a man. You'll never beat me like that. Play the game, Snake.
The various posters of the models that we can find around the jungle in Legacy mode will be the original posters from the first release of Snake Eater, while, as I showed earlier in the video, the new style has photos of these women in the present day, 2 decades after they first appeared in the PS2 classic. During the prologue of Snake vs. Monkey, Snake will mention a couple of different characters. First, Spike and Jimmy, the protagonists of Ape Escape and Ape Escape 2, respectively.
This is Snake. I've made it to the sneaking point.
You're right on time, Snake.
Yeah, for being dragged out of the sack at 2 in the morning, I did my best.
Rise and shine. Don't you love mornings?
Colonel, nobody loves being dragged away from their vacation.
I'm sorry, but we needed you. Something big is going down. Very big. That's why.
All right. So what is this important mission? I'll say it once and only once. I am not taking out any Metal Gears.
Don't worry.
And no saving some VIP or old man.
It's nothing like that.
If it's like a hot damsel in distress, I'll think about it.
Well, it's not quite a hot damsel in distress, but it is a rescue mission.
Rescuing who?
Apes.
What?
Monkeys. But not just any monkeys.
You said monkeys?
Just listen. Your mission is to infiltrate the jungle and capture all of the monkeys.
Again, you said monkeys?
Yes, monkeys.
This isn't really my thing. If you want your monkeys, you better ask Spike or Jimmy.
Unfortunately, they weren't available.
What about me? I was on vacation.
Snake also mentions Sam and Gabe, questioning if they could do the mission. This is a reference to Sam Fisher, star of the Splinter Cell games, and Siphon Filter's protagonist, Gabe Logan.
Snake, we need you. If you don't do this, who will?
It's not like someone else couldn't handle a stealth mission.
Don't say that. This is the genre we turned over every leaf in.
Why don't you make Sam or Gabe do the job?
Snake.
Isn't this just some monkey-catching action?
Snake, I'm asking you. It's a request from the professor himself.
The professor? Natalie's grandfather?
That's the one.
The one who came up with the monkey helmet?
Well, that was the professor's classmate.
His classmate?
From high school. Not only that, but the professor is a friend of Otacon's.
He's Otacon's friend, too?
It's because of the professor that Otacon has been able to come up with some of his inventions.
All right. What are the details?
So you'll do it. Great.
I'm not against some monkey catching, but I'd rather be collecting pants.
Snake, the monkeys have fled into the jungle. When you find them, knock them out for capture.
Right. I'm not going to be able to grab them when they're jumping all around the place.
Right. When you've grabbed all the monkeys, your mission is complete.
Gotcha. Commencing Operation Ape Snake.
Snake, when you capture a monkey, yell out the password. With the password, a warp device will activate.
Understood.
Good. I'm counting on you, Snake.
Thank you for checking out my useless facts video on Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater. Make sure to like the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you haven't already for more fact videos just like this. Let me know if I missed anything by commenting below, and I'll catch you on the next one.